still in Nashville today, and we're hanging out with CJ Solar. CJ, thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me on.
Maybe tell our listeners or our viewers a little bit about who CJ Solar is.
Okay, well, I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I started playing music when I was like 8. Started playing guitar when I was 8, and my little brother started playing music almost around that same time, and we had a little brothers band that we played around town, and we started playing classic rock, southern rock, and then when I got into like middle school, started to listen to a lot of country music and really loved the songs and everything as I got older, and started looking at Nashville, and decided I was gonna move up here and go to Belmont University for college and be a songwriting major, which which my parents were very supportive of, which is surprising because I don't know why, but I guess they thought that I was talented, probably more than I did. But that was awesome, and had a great experience at Belmont. Met a lot of great people, learned a whole lot, and met actually the people that the publishing company that I write for. I got to intern here at Seagale, where we're at today, and. And they ended up giving me a publishing deal, which has been the best thing that's ever happened, and they've been great to work with, and helping me develop as a songwriter. So
sure,
yeah.
Well, let's talk a bit about songwriting then. When you get into a session to write with somebody, what are some of the things that trigger ideas or something like that for you?
I mean, it's usually always different. I mean, but for me, a lot of times it's a title, but a title that I can relate to in a way where I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to use this song as an example. I wrote this song called Blue Bandana that Jared Neiman recorded and had out as an artist, and that one was kind of a thing where we were talking and we were sitting there and we were hanging out with two of my buds, Andy and Ben, and we were talking about music festivals and how fun they were, and that I had gone to Bonnaroo and then a bunch of country music festivals, but we were talking about just kind of girls that went to music festivals, and Andy had this title Blue Bandana that before we even started talking about that stuff, and I was like, man, I mean, the girl I'm picturing is a girl, wearing a bandana out there, just rocking out in the crowd. So we took experiences from me going and then them too, but going to music festivals and about girls that we had met and all that kind of stuff. And that's just how I like to and write songs about. So I mean, I don't know, just find something that's relatable to other people, but also that I have experienced.
So when you're writing from a personal experience, and do you find that the songs that those experiences, rather than something you felt, rather than something maybe that might be a bit more manufactured,
they always feel better. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, and they're going to be more of my favorite songs because I relate to them, and sure. and that's one of the reasons why I love that song Blue Bandana, because it was just about real experiences at going to music festivals and stuff. And I mean, and there's some songs that are not story songs, that are just songs about things, like other that I've written, where it's just like about being country or whatever,
sure.
But so I mean, I always try to put pictures that when I sing a line, I picture whatever I'm singing, from whatever memory I've had of that, and things that I feel like other people would be able to relate to. But I've got mine where it happened to me. So yeah, it definitely makes me like songs more whenever I've got real stuff in them.
Yeah, that's it's something that I find that country music really kind of gravitates towards, and hence why so many people love country music, because it's true stories.
And it's what made me gravitate towards country music, and even when I was a younger kid, and I kind of gravitated towards like the southern rock that my dad was listening to, like Leonard Skinner and even like Creedence Clearwater Revival, that kind of stuff. I mean, they were story songs, and they were country, and they were about growing up, and it just Ballad of Curtis Lowe, and even Born on the Bayou, just songs. I mean, that they were just story songs, and they were about being real life stuff, and I could relate to those things. So, and then I kept looking for more music. Country music was where that stuff to me turned into what country music is now, and I guess 10 years ago or whenever I was, you know, really diving into it.
So what are you working on these days?
Well, I've got a single out right now called Just Another Day in the Country, and we just put a music video out. We're promoting it to radio right now, so call your radio station, tell them you want to hear it. They might tell you they've never heard of me, or they might love it. They might. You never know. You just never know.
Turn them on to something.
Well, and I've got a good bit of stations that have started to play it around the country, so you never know who's hopped on board. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. That's a first for me. My EP is out, Hard One to Turn Down, and I'm in the process of, which I've been writing pretty much full time forever, but professionally for 3 years, and you know, writing about 250 songs a year. You know, I've got just a big old stockpile of songs. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm still writing, getting more songs for, you know, I'm always thinking about the next step. So, you know, I'm thinking about what I'm going to record for my next record, you know, what kind of songs I want to do, what I haven't said, you know, that kind of stuff.
Will the record be an extension of the EP, taking the songs from the EP?
You know, I've thought about taking that and, you know, finishing it out, and I'm probably going to, you know, end up doing a very similar way of recording. I mean, with my first EP, I went in, and in one day we tracked all the music. I played a lot. I pretty much played what I play live, and then I played the solos, and then another guitar player, Derek Wells, who's amazing, played all the really cool other sounding stuff. But a lot of the solos and the main rhythm part is all what I play live, and I played that on the record. And then, you know, I had a great band, and my buddy Brent Anderson, who was an artist a couple years ago, but is an amazing songwriter. He wrote Lonely Tonight for Blake Shelton, and he produced Buy Me a Boat on Chris Jansen. He was just a great friend and roommate, and he produced it.
Does he buy the beers, or you, or you share?
Yeah, I know, right? It's usually him, but yeah. So I mean, it was really fun, and we knocked out all the music in one day, and then did the vocals on another day, and it was really relaxed and fun, and I feel like I'm probably going to try to do that again. But I almost feel like I always feel like I'm cheating people when you, like, you know, if I took those songs and added another 5 or to 7 and called that the record, I'm like, but that stuff's already been out. I want new stuff. So I don't know, and I might just put out another EP. I'm still trying to figure out what to do. I'd love to do a full record of completely new stuff, because I just, you know, I mean, and if I'm not going to do another full record, I'd just do an EP, and I wouldn't want to try to bundle it with the other stuff, which I'm super proud and love that EP. But, you know, I'm always...
That EP is available on iTunes?
Yeah, it's on iTunes, Spotify, everything, Amazon.
So, guys, you now know to phone in and request the song on your local radio stations. You also know that you can head over to YouTube and stream in the video, and I recommend you doing that because it is a fun video. And then number 3, head over to Spotify. Stream the shit out of that thing, guys. Like, seriously. Let it hit 1 million, you know?
Yeah, well, so my first song, Tall Boy, is at almost 2 million. But Just Another Day, we got to get it up there. We got to get those numbers up, so the new one.
Anyway, CJ, thanks so much for doing this.
For having
CJ Solar, folks.
I'm thinking, truck, you ain't been in a brand new girlfriend's too far down the road to settle for a new